whether we can get live. See what happens. Wait and see. I've got to redo all the chat.
Yeah.
I know. But fingers crossed people can see us.
Yeah, I mean...
Let's go wavy, wavy. We're live now, mate, so just be cautious of language.
Live?
Just in case. And I've got to redo all the chat. Let's just make sure that's working. We're over on StreamYard now, folks, so hopefully you can see and hear us both.
Yeah, hopefully.
Hi once again, yeah, hello again, Jeff. It's like, yeah. Apologies for all of the messing about, but it's beyond our control at the end of the day. And yeah, we could sit and talk about it all day, but there's no point.
No, we don't know what it is, so.
It's extremely annoying, but hey ho. Right. Let's try again. So apologies for not building anything at the moment. I'm just having to reset all my chat up as well. So
Jeff says hi once again. Kevin Stevens says you've done him again. Yeah, you've done him again. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't know what the problem is. So.
Yeah, I'm so glad I haven't got a blood pressure cuff on. I know that much.
Oh, tell me about it.
Right, let's see whether that'll do its thing. So, yeah, welcome back, folks.
Yeah, both present and correct, Jeff.
So, we'll keep it on that. As long as you can see and hear us, if you could let me know in the chat, and we'll try and carry on.
Yeah, Jeff says both present and correct. So
yeah, there you go. So, yeah, I might, for the foreseeable, just because this time of day, it seems to only be this time of day because we're using the same application we use on all the Friday Frolic shows and the Sunday streams. Now, they're going out fine. The only difference with this is the time of day.
The thing is, I stream at middays on Fridays and Sundays, and it's faultless. So
yeah, so yeah,
weird, isn't it?
No idea, but hey ho. Yeah, I'm not reinstalling slobs again. I've done it so many times, and
yeah, me too.
My system isn't giving me any events that are issues.
Check mine, but
yeah, it should, mate. Honestly, I don't think you're going to find it. I think it's their end.
No, I think it's their end.
But anyway, they're all saying they can hear us now. So, yeah, apologies, folks. We've dropped 90% of our viewers, but I suppose they're getting fed up with it. So, yeah.
They'll come back.
So, hopefully, they're all back. Paul D. Tomazzo's back, saying hello again. Hello, Paul. Fancy seeing you again.
Do you come here often?
Yeah.
Twice a day, maybe?
So, yeah. What was we on about before we were so rudely interrupted?
I can't remember.
Oh, you was talking about baneblade tracks and levelling and wonky wheels.
Oh, it was ages ago. Yeah, no. It was,
I know, we dropped out since then, didn't we?
No, I think it was ages before that. I can't remember.
Was it? Oh, right then.
Yeah.
I couldn't have been paying attention then.
Well, it's because I was talking. It's the normal response. It's a standard response.
Yeah, it's the correct answer. But yeah, for the love of God, ask us questions, folks. You know, it's keep us occupied because, yeah. We're building baneblades, mate.
I know. I love building baneblades. See, I don't like building that much, but when it's a baneblade, I can quite happily sit and build.
Yeah.
I can't say baneblade. Blameblade.
Blameblade.
I keep saying blameblade. I don't know why. It's one of them words.
Because you're old.
It's like people that can't say espresso.
Yeah.
Or scale extric.
Yeah.
I just can't say baneblade without saying blameblade. Blameblade. It's a special. It's a blade blade. It's a Ponzi American one.
Yeah, it's that special variant, isn't it? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, makes the Statue of Liberty disappear and things.
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
I did. I am impressed.
David Blaine.
I'm very, very easily impressed. Yeah, what happened to David Blaine? He seems to have disappeared himself. See what I did there?
I see what he did there. He's probably still around.
Yeah. Not still in that box, is he?
Get in your box.
And that can only happen over here, though, can't it? I know. I'll go to London and spend 44 days in a box and people threw burgers at it for 44 days. That can only happen in the UK, can't it?
What did he do for pooping? I don't understand. It was a glass box. I don't understand.
I think he had a modesty screen, if I remember rightly.
Yeah, but where did it go?
Oh,
that's more the question. Where did it go?
oh, perhaps there might have been a lift-upable flap and it was lowered via a bucket. I don't know. Ugh.
It seems pretty. I know. I think about these things. I think about these things so you don't have to.
Yeah, I didn't. I was just like, yeah, let's just go down to the embankment and throw a burger at David Blaine because it seems like the thing to do. And yeah.
Yeah. Whatever the subject, I'll always consider pooping in there somewhere.
Yeah, that's the Fox effect, isn't it?
Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was what I was going to ask. Are any of you out there thinking of building one of these yourselves?
Ooh. The answer is yes, of course. The correct
You
answer.
know, because you don't just have to do it Warhammer. You could do it in the modern world. You could do your own take on it. You know, that's the beauty of the Warhammer stuff. You can build it in real world situations.
Yeah, and you know, if even if you're like a real world armor builder type person, they're still fun. It's still a dirty, great big tank. There's nothing wrong with just because it's Warhammer doesn't mean you can't.
Paul says, I'm currently printing the body of Buck Rogers' Starfighter. Hopefully it turns out well. Yeah, did you manage to get on all right with them settings, Paul? Because bear in mind they were for a Mars Pro, so they might be a little bit of finagling need doing to suit your any cubic, mate. But I can get prints out of it like glass, mate. Fox has seen them. They're pretty potent prints, mate. So
it's quite impressive because in my mind, 3D printers come out looking like they're made out of corrugated paper. So to see yours is quite impressive.
yeah, so yeah.
How far these things have come.
Athol says, afternoon, so is this Baneblade part 2? Yeah, part 2, mate. Yeah, it died again. So we changed software just to see whether it's the time of day and there's a bug their end. So I'm wondering whether the time of day we stream is the time of day they reboot their servers.
12 o'clock here. What time is it in the U of S?
7 hours behind, isn't it? 5 p.m.
Yeah, 6 or 7 hours behind, isn't it?
So it could be that at the end of the day they're doing their IT maintenance.
That's really considerate for all the people in the middle of using their system.
Yeah. Mate, hey, you know, we've just got to try and think of solutions, haven't we? Yeah. And I think the solution is probably staying on this for a couple of weeks just to see how it goes.
Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day...
Well, the thing is, if you drop out of here, you can drop in and out quite easily because we're only capturing the hangout. So
yeah, if I drop out of here, then at least we know where the problem is and we can fix it.
Oh, we know where the problem is. It's just, you know, it's one of them, innit? Paul says, I may try yours, but right now I'm using the settings I got for it. So he busted my nads on Sunday asking for settings. You haven't used them yet. Shame. I interrupted my Sunday dinner to come and help you out, and you haven't used them yet.
Never interrupt a man's Sunday dinner.
Yeah.
Never knock the microphone.
Yeah, shame on you, Mr. Paul. I thought I won't keep him waiting. I put me dinner to one side. I came out to the man cave and emailed you, and you haven't used them. Shame.
Shame. Finger of shame. In other news, I've emptied my first sprue.
Oh, you go careful. Hey.
Hey. You what?
God,
Yeah, but there's what?
No. I'm amazed that you've emptied a sprue, mate. I'm proud of you, soldier.
You've already done it as well. Oh, no, you've not cut the tracks off yet, have you?
No, I've not cut none of my tracks off yet, mate. I'm still making wheels.
Yeah, the downside is I've now got to clean my tracks.
Oh, whipplepins.
Clean my tracks up. Clean my tracks up.
Right,
See what I
6.
did there?
I did.
A little bit of beatbox
My powers
for
of
people.
deduction.
Always with the beatbox. He's correct. You sound okay, Colin, but Fox is fading. Let me just double check my StreamYard and my.
Oh, is he?
Let me have a look. Hang on. I'm fading fast. I need more.
Yeah, it might be your mic settings then. Oh. Has he gone again? Well, fingers crossed he comes back in. He should just be able to join on this one. I think we proved our point there that 2 different bits of software.
There you go, I'm back. That was Windows dropping me down to half volume.
Oh, was it? Oh, did you deliberately drop out there?
Yeah, yes, because I was
Yeah,
fiddling with
okay.
I forgot where the audio settings was.
You played
But I
with
had to-
buttons, didn't you?
I did, out of 10. But yes, I thought, I'll just check Windows volume. Oh, look, it's 52%. There we go, fix that.
Paul says, oh, man, okay, my bad. No, that's all right, mate. It's just I don't like to keep people waiting, Paul, or let people down, so I immediately stop what I'm doing and go and deal with whatever. And, yeah, because I thought you were sat there in a hurry, patiently waiting for them. So, yeah.
That's the thing you learn about Festa is if you ask him for help, he'll drop everything to help you out.
It's just how I am.
Yeah. That's why we both get stressed out massively when things don't work on the stream, because we don't like people sitting around waiting for us to
Yeah.
fix stuff. And
We do not like, under any circumstances, to let people down, because you're all good enough and kind enough to give your time up to come and watch us. The least we want to do is make sure you can see, hear us okay, and yeah.
Yeah. It's quite funny because, like, when we're trying to fix the stream, we're both like shouting at each other, being all snappy. It's like, yes, we're just stressed because we're letting people down.
Normally, what happens is Fox will blame me. Yeah. And I can't see it. It's like we know what the issue is, but yeah, it's But hey ho, it's one of them.
Yeah. We just don't like letting people down.
Oh, definitely not.
It's quite
hate
frustrating.
letting people down. Mm-hmm. Drives me nuts.
Oh, absolutely.
As does putting things on the bench that always seem to roll off. But really,
Rolling.
now this bench is like a
Here we
billiard
go.
table.
I've got a spot of blood on my thumb and I don't know where from. How do I...
If we don't catch
How
it,
have I-
stabby.
I don't know. I can't see any... How have I cut my thumb? I'm not even using a knife.
Karma. Karma's a wonderful thing.
I'm not even... Gosh darn it. I see what you did there.
Absolutely.
Now I've got to try and put a plaster on that part of my thumb. Good luck with that.
Paul says, I always appreciate the help you guys give me. That's not a problem, Paul. Like I say, we like to help each other out. I'm the same in the Hangout. The people that come in the Zoom with me know me really well. And if they ask me to do them a favour or print something, I will sit, drop everything I'm doing. I do their design and get it out to them ASAP because I don't want to keep them waiting.
That doesn't, of course, extend to asking him what his PIN number is.
No.
It doesn't quite go that far.
No.
There's no way you can put a plaster on that part of your thumb.
Yeah. That's
It's
when
not
you
that
break
kind
out.
of plaster.
That's when you break out the super glue, mate.
Yeah, that involves messing about and leaning over there. This is just so I don't get blood on the model, basically. I don't even know how I did that. I've only got the scraper tool.
That's right. If you only work on the front bit, you can say it's stripe.
That's true.
So
Battle damage.
Yeah,
It's
battle
realistic.
damage.
It's realistic weathering.
You go.
I need a more aggressive sanderator. Hang on, let me get one. Oh.
Bit of that going on. Got a bit of that.
The one good thing about these tracks is that the mould line kind of goes along the divide between two different parts, the upper and lower part of the track.
Oh, right, yeah.
So if you wanted to, you could sit there and take the mould line out across the whole piece of track, or you could feasibly leave it in but just take it off the track pins, which is what I do.
Yeah.
Because you wouldn't have a line on the track pin, but you can kind of get away with having the line on the rest of the tracks. It's like a natural step. Yeah. Or just sand it down a bit. But I mean, otherwise you'll be there all week trying to clean the track pieces. But as long as it's not on the actual track pins,
yeah,
you kind of get away with it.
Happy days.
I need a soft file is what I need. Yeah. Does take a little while to clean these track pieces though. They can be a bit of a pain sometimes.
I suppose they're difficult to keep a track of.
Link in the description below. You see what I did there?
I did. I'm impressed.
I don't know. You're stretching it a bit, aren't we, there, I think?
We are. We certainly are.
No. What's going in the omelette? Fresh veggies, shredded, and some leftover meats, Jeff, says Ethel. Leftover meats are the best kind of meats. Because it means you made too many. Which, of course, is impossible. You can't make too many meats. It's not actually possible to make too many meats.
On there. Right. And we need that one. I think. Double check. That's 6.
The irony is that I'm taking all this care to clean up these tracks, and most people don't bother. They just stick them together. It's like, nah, you got to clean them up.
No, you got to clean them up, mate. It's like
at least the track pins, if nothing else.
Yeah, it's like all the wheels and that. Yeah, all right, the tracks go between them, but you still got to denub them and all of that lot because it looks biblical. Backside.
Yeah, nearly.
No, I've been good.
I noticed a little poor biblical backside.
Yeah, analytics, mate. Analytic process that was, mate.
Now I spotted the processing going on there. Now the one thing Colin and I are both going to do for sure that most people don't bother doing, even people you may know from popular painting channels. I shall mention no names.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're going to say.
What a lot of people don't do is bother fixing up the seam right down the middle of the fuel barrels, and it drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I've seen awesome paint jobs on baneblades, and when you look at the fuel barrels, you've got a big gap right down the middle. It's like, oh, come on.
Yeah, the one thing.
Yeah, the one thing where it's really obvious there's a dirty, great big gap.
Yeah. Yeah, even the mightiest of Warhammer painters has left the scene.
Mm-hmm. And they may have done the same thing on the Rogal Dawn as well. Oh,
I know, I saw that.
Oh, but
bits of me died inside.
Yeah. So yes, we will be fixing that and showing you a simple way to fix it.
Yeah.
I think your way's the same as mine. So.
Yeah. Plastic card.
Yep.
Yeah. It involves drawing
so what I'm going to do now
on plastic card.
Yep. So what I'm going to do now, I've not taken the mould line off that bit of track where you see like the two different shapes. I like to suggest it's two different pieces of metal.
Yeah.
I say you could take that off, but I would be here all day.
Yeah.
Just on each piece of track, so I'm not too far. I'll take it off this bit here. I do find it easy to do with the metal file for these mould lines. There we go. So we'll get that. And we are going to cover this in dirt and stuff anyway, so there's a little bit of forgiveness to be had on the tracks there. But what I will do is take my extra thin, get most of it off, and I'll just run it along.
That's right.
And this is just to get rid of any sanding dust that may be on that little mould line, because sometimes you get a little bit of sanding dust piling up. Or it may just be a bit visible since I've sanded it a little bit. So we'll just run that along, and this just dissolves away any little bits of fluff and dust and sticky up mould line.
No worries. Athol's off. Take dog for a walk. No worries, Athol. Take care, mate.
See you,
Thanks for
mate.
popping in, mate. Yeah, so carry on.
So there you go. So that's now tied it up a bit. So when that's on, You'll still see a little bit of the mould line on the flat piece of the track and not the track pin, but that you could just say that's part of the track design.
Yeah.
So there you go. It's 2 plates of metal welded together or something to make a track link. So you can get away with that. I say you don't have. You can do more than that, but you will be there literally.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got 12 pieces to clean up. You're going to be here forever. This plaster's coming off already. Jeff says, my omelettes are always the same. Egg whites, parmesan cheese, sweet peppers, mushrooms and spinach. I mix nutritional yeast into the egg whites so it makes them nice and yellow.
Oh, nice.
Are you a vegetarian, or would you consider sprinkling some little slices of ham on there? Little tiny flakes of ham.
I think he might be a vegetarian. I think.
Yeah.
I could be wrong.
In that case, don't do the ham.
I could be wrong. Or
I could be wrong.
right.
I could be right.
See what I did there?
You could be black. You could be white.
Absolutely. Public image, wouldn't it?
Really? I thought it was some kind of punk band. I could be right. I'm not going to sing it. Story.
It was John Lydon, Public Image, PIL.
Oh, I didn't realise that was the...
Yeah,
I've never heard of Public Image.
Track called Rise.
Oh, I've never heard of Public Image.
Yeah.
Hey, isn't John Lydon in the Sex Pistols or something?
Yeah, it's the band he formed after the Sex Pistols.
Ah, right. That's I've never heard of them. I knew it was somebody punky, but I didn't...
Yeah, no, it's John Lydon.
Ah. See, I've learned a thing today. You've placed a fact into the foldy parts of my brain.
Yeah, Festa Factoid. Boom.
Yep.
Mark Shellard says Fox has a bobo.
Fox has a bobo, and Festa has a big secret.
Paul says he's already going Mars. It's a 2K mono, mate. It's a very early generation, mate. I haven't got the 8K printer yet. I was tempted, but then I thought, where the hell am I going to put yet another 3D printer? And for what I print, yeah, I can. My settings work, so I don't need an 8K screen.
You were tempted, and then something else happened.
Something else might have happened, yeah.
Yeah, just saying.
But I just didn't see the point in buying another printer. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, is my motto. And as soon as you buy an 8K screen, they're going to come out with the next iteration pretty quickly. So, yeah.
The thing is, I mean, you know, for what you're doing, a lot of your prints are purely utilitarian anyway. You do some you do some like specific stuff, but
yeah,
a lot of what you're doing is just.
You know, if I want to do a big print, I'm quite happy to section it down: head, arms, torso, hands. So yeah. I can still do large scale stuff. So
it's still really nice quality. So
it's like porcelain now. I can't. You know, a friend of mine's got an 8K printer, and dare I say it, we're pretty level.
Yeah.
So why would I need to spend another 600 odd quid on an 8K printer when I don't really need to?
Well, it's like people that play games at 120 FPS or stuff higher than that on PC, and I'm like, you know what, 60 FPS is pretty good. Yeah, it's not really that much difference. I know lag times are less, but when you just play a single player game, 60 FPS, absolutely fine.
Exactly.
4K. What's your printer now then? A 4K?
No, I think it's 2K. If I remember rightly. I could be wrong. It might be 4K, but
you could be wrong. You could be right.
Exactly. There they are. Knew I'd seen them. The human eye won't be able to distinguish any difference from 8K or higher. Absolutely, Paul.
Yep.
You know, and I am more than happy with what I'm printing, as Fox will know, because he's got a print coming his way. So.
Oh yeah. At the end of the day, if it looks smooth AF, then you can't really get better than smooth. You can't get more smoother. It's smooth.
Yeah, it's smooth.
You know,
it's smooth,
isn't it?
It's like glass.
It's a gun. It's smooth.
Yeah, smooth it is.
And it depends. Like I said, it depends what you're printing. Like if you're printing stuff for you to build and paint, then you know maybe that's fine. But if, like I say, you're doing that sometimes. A lot of what you do is just stuff to add to other things or utility stuff. Or
I've done resin figures and faces and all of that, and they are as smooth as silk, mate.
Smooth as a baby's
just
back
there. There you go. She's like glass.
Yeah. Zenithold and ready to go, that puppy.
Absolutely, mate.
What are you going to do with that one? You're going to use glaze technique or
Paint it.
well, yeah, dull. Really.
Yeah. Yeah, it's going to be done with glazes, mate. All my
It's a
figures
gun,
get
innit?
done. Yeah, all my figures get done that way. It's funny because I don't normally film them because I do figure painting as a way of relaxing between builds, but a couple of people have asked me to do some videos, so I'm going to do it as members and patrons videos. So.
I find the idea of it's charming. Do figure painting as a way to relax, when to me figure painting is the most stressful form of painting.
No,
like that kind of size.
In between video builds, because I only film 1 in 6 builds. And I was once asked, what do you do between builds you're not filming then? I said, well, one, I build all my other stuff, but also as a way of relaxing, I'll sit and paint a bust or a figure. And they're like, oh, you never film them then? No.
I've never tried painting a big bust because I just find it terrifying to think about. Because little miniatures, little dudes like Warhammer dudes, I can paint them because it's like 3 colours simple. But when it's a big face,
Yeah.
I'll have to try it at some point because Wendy sent me that big cat dude to paint.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've got an Odo to build and paint as well. But he's fairly
Yeah.
easy. He's fairly flat colour, but yeah, little minis.
He's not exactly got heavily defined facial features, has he?
No, but he has got the clothing and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like little minis, I can figure out because you can do a simple,
Yeah, you're going to gloss varnish the clothing, are you, mate?
Yeah, I'll do a proper Revell style, completely shiny.
Saw what I did there, didn't you?
I did. But what I'll do, I see what you did there. What I'll do is I'll gloss varnish it, but I'll gloss varnish it by brushing on neat from the bottle some hard coat.
Oh, yeah, that's even better.
Yeah.
Plenty of brush strokes.
Yeah. Just by the way, for people watching, *S sarcasm. /S sarcasm. Yes, we're being sarcastic. I could paint him in a special colour scheme, but I'm not going to tell you what that is because you know what it is.
I was just about to say the same.
Best not to say out loud.
No, I was just about to say the same thing.
His uniform's supposed to be mushroom colour, but you know what? I can think of a different colour scheme.
Yeah. You're bad.
I am. Yeah, but you like peas.
I like peas.
It's hit my nose.
I like peas.
So many things we know that we can never tell people.
You did that to me Monday, didn't you, on the eModels show?
I did.
It's like, yeah, it's all right. But
the best thing is everybody knows what it means, but they're wrong.
Yeah.
That's the best thing about it. Everybody gets the reference, but they're all completely wrong. We love that. And we'll never explain to you what it is. Not ever. Oh, hello. That pinged off.
I've been asked in the Zoom, what is that? Trade secret.
Yep.
All you got to know. I like peas.
I like peas.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stuck.
Paul says it's been a while, so I shall ask. Yeah, Fox has got a parcel going to him, Paul, so stop fretting, mate.
What's that?
He's asking whether I've printed the files that he sent me for Fox. Yes.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, cool, I didn't know that.
Stop fretting. How many? I said it earlier on in the stream that there's some fast stuff going to Fox, so stop fretting, dear. You'll get your momentary thank yous and all of that lot and your moment of glory once he's received the parcel.
The problem is that every time he gets it all ready to go, I come up with something and he goes, "Oh, I can send you one of those," and then it just delays
comes up with
everything
something
again.
else, and then So
I think the delay at the minute is making each other some rivets because we're going to make each other. I've got an Eldari Harlequin Star Weaver to send to him to send to him, but I've also need to make him some rivets.
yeah,
But it's just I keep forgetting to make the rivets. Look at the plasters, look at that.
yes, yeah. And we both have had real life stuff going on. You know, I had a fall and was out of action, but not to worry. I should have realised that I needed to drag myself to the printer immediately.
Immediatement.
Hey ho, you'll get your little bit of glory soon, Paul. So
Actually, I've just reminded me. I feel really bad. Somebody did send me something about a year ago now. And I've still not even filmed it or opened it. Well, I've opened it. I was going to build it on camera, and I need to do that.
I've got some builds I'm trying to catch up on now, you know, and it's every time I've gone to plan something, real life has come along and kicked me where it don't hurt, and can't seem to progress for the life of me at the moment.
Well, I was very kindly sent a little wooden thing that I'm not going to say what it is because it's the surprise, you see, but a little wooden thing, which is a utilitarian thing, and I need to assemble it a little bit. But
you're a little wooden thing.
I said, I'll film that and I'll say thank you, and I still haven't done it yet.
Well, you're like.
I keep meaning to. That's very bad. I know.
So we've got a bit of that to go on there.
La.
Yeah, okay.
Mark Shellard says, you don't want to do it like that, you want to do it like this.
I see what you did there. Oi, Shellard.
Paul says, no glory for me, I just enjoy seeing people's reaction and enjoyment of various things.
Absolutely, it'll get there, mate. Don't you worry.
I like that, enjoyment of things. That reminds me, I was looking at some headphones last night. Because my headphones I got from my Xbox they're a bit old now. I was looking at the official Xbox ones. And I was reading the blurb on it, and at one point it just says, the big headline, connects to devices. I'm like, wow, that's exceptionally generic statement. Works with things.
Works with all the things, there you go.
Works with things and connects to objects.
That's what we want there. So that's that one.
New Microsoft headphones. Sounds in your ear holes.
That's it. It's that one. Yeah, happy days. And then that should all be...
New stuff off camera again, aren't I? I'm rubbish. Because it is rubbish.
With that one. There you go.
Are you sorting out your tracky bits?
Yeah, I'm just sorting out my halves just to make sure
sorting
that
out the track.
everything's getting married up as it should be, because, yeah.
Yes, I always end up with like a line of the track parts in order so I know which one goes where.
Oh, no, I haven't even got that
I don't
far.
trust
I'm
myself.
just doing my halves at the moment, because...
The halves on that.
Yeah.
You see what I did there?
I did. Fraser Green is in saying hello, everyone. Hello,
Fraser.
Fraser. How you doing, mate?
Hello, my friend.
Hope you're doing all right, mate.
Mm-hmm.
Happy days.
Right, well, I think at this rate, I might just get the tracks cleaned up before we finish for today, I think.
Oh, you're good, you are. I'm just
what we
doing
are.
me...
About 25 minutes.
Yeah, I'm doing on me sides. So, yeah.
I'm not gonna...
It's up to you, mate. You know, go as long as you want. Makes no odds to
well,
me.
I need to get people up and do.
You've got stuff to do,
things.
mate.
Yeah. I need to do Mama Wolf things and stuff.
Yeah, I'm just fettling and finagling. I've not even got tracks off yet, so I might leave them till next week.
Mm-hmm. Well, we could start earlier, but A, that'd mean getting up earlier, and B, nobody's around at 11 o'clock anyway, so...
No.
You know, for a longer show.
A couple of hours is a couple of hours.
Yeah.
We'll forego it next week, and we'll just go out on this, I think.
Yeah, it's not worth the stress until we know. If we found out for sure what was causing it, we'd know, but then we could fix it. But if we can't, there's no point.
Yeah, it's just frustrating that it works flawlessly for every other show.
Yeah. So curses.
There you go. So we got a bit of
curses to you, my friends.
So we can do the same that side, because that should have gone off by now.
Get off.
Get off. Yeah.
Here, go off.
Fraser says, I'm doing okay, just on the daily job hunt, the usual. Oh, sorry about that, mate. Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that. You'll get there, mate.
You'll get there, Fraser, mate. Man of your talent, mate. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. All good things come to good people, mate.
Yep.
Suddenly an opportunity is going to come up, hook you in the bottom lip, and you'll be, be on your way.
Do you know what I like about cleaning these tracks?
What's that, mate?
If you scratch and scrape them and make a few dings with your knife and like cut a chunk out by mistake, it's a tank track. Deal with it. It's fine.
It's wear and tear.
Yeah, it's like, oh look, I've cut a little chip out of the thing here because I was a bit heavy with the blade. That's all right. It's just a chunk of metal that's been pinged out because it's a tank track. Do you find yourself, I'm not going to discuss in detail, obviously, because we don't do religion and politics, but current world events, let's say. It can't just be me. Are you like me in that you find yourself obviously watching for all the right reasons, but while you're watching, you're also looking at things like all the rusty tank tracks and things?
Yeah.
And thinking, aha, right, that's what they look like.
Yeah, I may be recording certain news channels just to see mechanical implements drive past that may or may not have rusty tracks on them. Yeah.
I was watching an interview the other day with the gentleman who was stood in front of a Leopard 2 tank, which was beautifully painted, nice and clean. It was all pristine and nice and shiny, and the tracks were rusty as anything underneath the rubber. And I'm like, brilliant, even on well-maintained tanks, they're still rusty. Good.
Yeah.
This makes life a lot easier when you're painting your tank.
Especially when you see abandoned vehicles.
Oh, yeah. They just go rusty in about 5 minutes. So it's... I found myself... Because I'm on a constant quest to figure out how the hell to paint tank tracks. I've never quite figured it out. I think I've figured some stuff out, but... I've got a method that I think works. So... It works for me, anyway. But the one thing you will not... Yeah, the one thing you will not see me and Festa be doing is painting them silver and then just having a black wash on them, because that's rubbish.
Yeah.
Don't paint your tank tracks silver. It's like, trust me, when they're making stuff in the factory, if you ever see a factory working with steel and iron, well, not steel, but, well, maybe steel, not stainless steel. Look at a building site when they're putting the building together. All the rebars and stuff is already rusty.
Oh, yeah, you've only got to look at the docks when they're building a ship. It's like, yeah. The only clean bit on the metal is where the welder's going to go.
Yeah. So, yeah, don't be like some people. Don't do silver tank tracks.
And that's another thing people do wrong as well. They weather the weld. The weld always stays shiny.
Yeah. Why does the weld always stay shiny? Why doesn't it rust?
Because it's got different composition to the surrounding metal.
Oh, because it's the actual weld. What do they call it? Because in soldering, it's flux, isn't it? Is it? What's it called in welding?
Welding wire.
Okay. So I assume it's like flux, and it's like a thing that goes between the...
Yeah, you're using metal to fuse metal, but the chemical reaction that takes place and the heat involved, it just basically is a way of annealing the metal that prevents it from rusting.
Cool.
And weld seams always stay shiny.
Which is when you get your graphite out, or your little graphite pen, or your graphite dust powder.
Yeah, if you've done arc welding in the past, you'll know you get your chipping hammer where you chip off all the slag. Once you've done that and it exposes the underlying metal, that's it. It stays that shiny. But a lot of people that stick weld don't always get all the slag off, and that's when you get some rust forming, because the rust forms on the slag, not underneath or not the underlying weld.
Yeah. Now there are actually
welding, the heat involved, it basically does it for you. So
cool. You learn something. See, the thing with the baneblade is there's no welding seams on the baneblade, but it's probably quite easy to add this welding seams with a bit of milliput and a stabbing tool, as we've seen.
Yes.
Some channels do.
Yes, you could do that. I tend to use my little hot air iron, and I just go along and I do the weld lines, rubber dimes.
Heat the plastic and jab it.
Just a bit like I did on the stopper. Just warm the plastic up and you put your things in.
Yeah.
But on all my bikes, I used to keep the welds exposed, never used to grind them down, because you always had a nice row of dimes with the TIG welding. So.
Yeah.
And it became a feature of the bike. You know, you would have an intricate pattern in the weld, and
he means his real bikes, not model bikes.
Yeah, real weld. Yeah, the real trikes. Yeah. In the day.
Back in the day. Right. Those were the days of it. No, it's a Queen song. I can't sing that.
Yeah, you'll have because they do like a royalty, don't they?
Yeah. It was a Queen song from one of their least good albums.
Yeah.
Their last album, actually.
I can't glue them together yet because the tracks have got to be added. So we'll get the tracks.
You've got a good hour of cleaning track pieces before.
Absolutely, mate. I want to keep them together if I can.
We want to be together.
We want to be together.
We want to be together. How are we looking and sounding, folks? Looking and sounding okay, I hope?
Yeah, I think we are. Everyone said that our audio and video was going out all right. So
Lovely. Lovely.
lovely jubbly. So we have got all of that gubbins to do. Oh, it was further along. Okay.
You do get quite fast at doing the track cleanup after you start it.
Oh, excuse me.
Once you get into the swing of it.
Yeah, cool.
Dee-dee-dee-dee.
And we
Dee-dee-dee-dee-dee.
can get a bit of screwing ready.
Fraser, oh, you've done Fraser Green. He says, "Hey chaps, I'm doing okay. Just on the oh, we've done that one already. My chat's out of date. My chat out of dated itself and then backtracked. That's weird.
Yeah, it's a little bit iggledy-piggledy at the moment. Isn't
You're
it?
iggledy-piggledy.
I like being iggledy-piggledy.
What did you have for your dinner last night? Because you last I spoke to you last night, you said, I'm going to go and have my dinner.
Sausage rolls, chips, and peas.
Peas. How did you not have beans with sausage rolls and chips? How did you have peas and not beans?
Because I have beans with them on a Wednesday.
Ah.
Peas on a Monday, beans on the Wednesday.
Peas on a Monday because church on a Sunday and
Yeah.
beans on a Wednesday. I don't like peas. I like mushy peas, but I just find other peas boring.
You don't like peas? Why
Mama
don't
Wolf
you
loves
like peas?
Mama Wolf loves peas, and like every time I make something that like she might have peas, like we'll have like ham and chips and peas. No,
I like peas.
peas are boring. We don't do peas in this house unless they're mushy peas. Can we have some some garden peas? No.
No.
Mama Wolf's not allowed peas anymore anyway. Not with her
isn't she?
shakes. Well, not with her. She's got essential tremor, so that would just be a nightmare.
Yeah. It's going to end up, yeah.
Yeah. I said to her the other day, I said, you know what I haven't done for a while? Slow cook. And she went, oh, we could have that. I said, no.
Yeah.
The last thing you want with your shakes is a bowl of soup, effectively.
My peas I eat with 2 spoons, mate.
2 spoons.
Yeah, but I form like a clam. I have one spoon normal way and the other one above it, upside down. So I scoop the peas, close it, and then, yeah.
I like that. I have heard tell of people that put honey on their peas to make them all stick together, or mayonnaise.
Yeah. So it's
Which
an
seems quite
adaptation I learned a while back, and it's like, yeah.
Yeah. No.
Is it wrong that I want to get all the seam off of these tracks?
You can do it however you want, my friend. My friend. You're a frond, apparently.
I'm a frond, am I? And I'm putting some nicks in the tracks as well with me blade because it all adds to a bit of texture.
That's what the sea pen said. With fronds like these, who needs anemones? Fronds, anemone, sea pen, anemone.
Oh, help me.
With fronds like these,
Help.
who needs anemone?
Oh, no. Mind your face on that tumbleweed because it's got some thorns on the edge.
Because it's a sea pen, you see. With fronds, sea pen
That's all
fronds.
right, mate.
With fronds, with
He's determined. I'll give him that.
anemone.
So, yeah,
Anemone. That's one of the creatures that nobody could ever pronounce right.
Yeah.
I love watching like the Ocean Explorer deep dives where they go around all the Hawaiian islands and stuff, and they're doing all the deep dives. And even them, like professional biologists and stuff, even they can't see anemones right.
Yeah.
Anemone.
Anemone. Sounds like that record. Anemone. Yeah.
Shh. Don't start putting that in people's heads. They'll never come back.
Yeah.
See, fronds on a sea pen, you see, because it's like...
Right, yeah, I'm with you. He's not going to let it go until we giggle. Oh, I get it.
Once again with feeling.
Yeah, that was really sincere.
I am tired from the long journey. I should go to bed. You are tired from the long... You've had a busy day.
Oh,
You should go to bed. You have school in the morning. Oh, dear. Persona 4 jokes. You are tired from the long journey. You should probably go to bed.
Go for it. Days. It's a track, isn't it?
Bronze. Your track. Have you just cleaned up your first piece of track?
I have. I'm proud of myself.
I've got one left, I think, so I should be good to get these finished, and then I'll leave it there, I think.
Yeah,
because then I've got all the bits I need to assemble this track unit. Well, not all of them, but most of them, to get the tracks assembled.
Yeah,
anyway.
no, I'm just, like I say, doing a link at a time, and then I'll do one half, then the next half, and yeah. Because I can have one half drying off on the glass bed whilst I'm building the other one, see?
Yeah.
So.
But once we've got these track pieces cleaned up, theoretically I can assemble the whole track unit, but I'll also get the top armour on the top of the track unit done so that I can get it all together, jiggle things around, tape it up, plonk it on this glass surface and make sure it's all straight and vertical, and then I can leave it then.
Yeah, mine will be sitting on the 3D print bed like I did with me. It's very blue.
Yeah, because that's your... I mean, I've got my cutting mat and stuff, but my bench isn't flat. And this work thing I've got on the bench, this work surface, bends a little bit because it's not flat. So the only thing I've got that's literally flat is this glass cutting board thing.
You'll learn the hard way. If you don't put it on a flat surface, you're going to have a bronze and list baneblade.
Yeah.
And everyone's going to point a finger and go,
yeah, because the track units will glue on perfectly, but your tracks will be like that. You'll have a camber on your tracks like it's been stanced.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
It's going to look like it's going around a NASCAR track, isn't it?
Yeah, the baneblade is the size of a small industrial unit. So yeah, you don't want a stanced industrial unit.
You're an industrial unit.
I'd probably say a baneblade's about the size of eModels premises.
Yeah.
That's how big baneblades are. Not the new premises, the old premises. They're not small. They are 4 Abrams. They're like 2 Abrams long and 2 Abrams wide. If you got 4 Abrams tanks and put them 2 there and 2 there, that's about the same size as a baneblade.
He's
Learned
good.
a thing today. Based on the size in the law, of course.
That's an interesting factoid. The bobbins. Hello there, he says. Is it working today then? Yeah, it is now, mate.
That will be an ecumenical matter.
It is now.
Yeah.
Good to see you in, bobbins, mate. Hope you're doing all right.
Yep, welcome, welcome.
Always nice to see the bobbins in.
Mm-hmm. I've just realised I've been cleaning up all these tracks. And I must have done a good job with the nubs, because I've only cleaned off like 1 nub.
I'll be pressed, mate.
I haven't even noticed the other nubs. I'll have to double check those.
You're a nub.
I've noticed one on here. But yeah, if you take a gouge out of the plastic, it's great, because it's a tank track.
Yeah,
it's great.
Just adds to the effect of wear and tear, and it's run over something.
Yeah. The only thing I don't like about these tracks is the flat surface. Because, you know, like on a tank track, you have like the shiny metal bit where there's constant rubbing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's most of the surface, and it always looks a bit weird.
Yeah, they missed an opportunity there, didn't they, really?
Yeah, it's like, because you've got all this surface, but most of that comes out like clean and silver, so it's one of those things that it looks right, but your brain goes, eh.
Yeah.
Ow. Was that stabity? Maybe not.
Everyone's saying hello to the bobbins.
Hello, bobbins. Bobularity.
Get your bobbins here. 3 for a pound.
3 for a pound.
By powers of deduction, Cole, it'll be number 4.
Cashier number 4, please. I've actually been off camera this whole time, you absolute spoon, man. I must have knocked my camera earlier. Oh, dear Lord.
I don't know.
And other non-swears. We're not swearing, remember?
No, we've been ever so good.
Well, we're being something.
Well, yeah, it's a case of having to, really, isn't it, with YouTube? You know, they're pretty hot on it. And dare I say it's a good thing, really, let's be honest.
Yeah, although me not swearing is like putting a navvy in church. It's just, it's a struggle.
It is.
The struggle is real. The struggle is real.
Because, like I say, you know, every now and then you do blurt out the occasional one, but it's never intended, so...
Yeah. Every now and then you mention some sort of body part on an eModels show, or...
I thought I'd got away with that, yeah.
Yeah, or mispronounce a name that comes out exceptionally rude.
And then you repeat it. Normally it's Japanese microbiologists, isn't it?
Japanese microbiologists and musical instruments. Large musical percussion string-based instruments. The people who play them. People who play them. Musicians and Japanese microbiologists. Just finished work for the day, says Bobbins, on a phased return, so only 3 hours a day for a bit. Yeah, start off slowly.
Well, we had a lot of local firms here that were trialling that 4-day week thing.
Yeah.
And quite a few of them are keeping it.
Yeah, it has been. It's been known for a while that 4-day work, not for every business, but for a lot of industries and a lot of businesses, a 4-day work week can actually increase production because people are getting 3 days off. They're getting nice and rested.
Yeah.
They don't see it as much as a drudge and a torture, and therefore they're a bit more motivated for the 4 days they're in.
There's been
knowing they've got 3 days off.
85% reduction in the amount of sick days.
Yeah.
And it was only a 3-month trial. And yeah, people are more vitalised, but they're looking at, some companies are doing the 4-day week. Some are doing a reduced working day down to, 6 hours or whatever.
Like keep 5 days, but...
Yeah, and they're letting the employees sort of govern what's better for them. So some might want to do 5 days a week on a reduced daily hours. Some might want to do the 4-day week. Yeah.
I mean, that kind of self-flexi time has been around for a while, but not in most like things like IT and stuff. That's quite an old.
It's been around since Noah, mate.
Yeah, the whole thing of you can work this and that or work from home some days, it's kind of up to you. But that's mostly in IT that they tend to do that.
Yeah, I used to always do the twilight shift, and then other stuff I would remote access from home. So I didn't mind it.
There are some industries where as long as you get your job done, they don't really care. But for most, there's
only a few times you'd have to be in office, so to speak. But, if you was going to another site to do a server there, obviously you couldn't do it from home because you needed to physically be there to put in the hardware. But
now, you do have to hope that these companies that bring in 4-day work weeks, they still have 5-day coverage for like support, or 7-day coverage for support services. They just manage their staff on
you can do your 5 days over any of the working calendar. I mean, if you're working for a company that, like I used to, MOD, obviously, they run 24/7, don't they? Let's be honest. And we can't fire any bombs because it's a Saturday.
We can. The thing is, you can easily think of. I can think of at least a handful of companies that I would know say, "Oh, on a 4-day work week now, so there's no customer support for Friday, Saturday, Sunday."
Yeah. But as long as you can cover the business needs, then and that's what Delarue, Sony's, and people like that are doing down here. They run 7 days a week, and they're like, well, some people go in, they might want to work Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and then they got the rest of the week off that way. Yeah. So as long as they're covering and got a bare bones staff every day, they're happy.
Especially if you're one of those people that has a bank account with one of those banks that don't open on a Saturday. God damn it.
Yeah.
Never understood that. 99% of people working don't work weekends, and yet banks aren't open on Saturdays. Come on now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Then again, when was the last time you had to go to a bank? I must admit, never.
When's the last time you carried cash? I haven't carried cash for years. All right, it's because I don't go out anywhere. But even my missus, she don't use it. It's.
I do if I go to the corner shop to get a loaf of bread or something. But other than that, then again, it has been a long time since I've actually had to physically go to a bank.
Yeah.
Right. Well, I'm going to leave it there because I've cleaned up my track.
Is that us? Is it? Okay, I won't bother cutting that bit off then.
Well, we've got a few minutes, but I'm just saying I'm not going to do any more now because we'll be finishing soon. So
that makes
I'll leave it there. So I've got my nice little bits of neat track ready for next week. So next week,
scary, eh?
I can start putting this track unit together. Thing is, once you build with the baneblades, the track unit's the longest bit of building because once you've done that, it's just assembling the hull, and that's really quick and details.
Well, yeah, the rest of it goes together quite well because you've got the base all lined up. The reason this takes so long is because you want to make sure
It all fits and
it
lines
all
up.
fits, it all lines up, and it's not bronze and list because you can't recover it otherwise because it's
What you'll see next week, or rather won't see, but you'll hear, is me kneeling on the floor so that my eye is at the level of my workbench, lining up, making sure my track unit's straight.
oh yeah, he'll have the spirit level out, he'll have laser guided levels. Oh mate,
There's nothing worse than tracks that are on a surface like that. It's horrible. It's like if you build a Forge World tank, the resin ones, you've got no adjustment. You just glue the track unit on. If the tracks aren't horizontal and set on exactly right, you've got wonky tracks and you can't fix it. It's like, oh.
Bobbin says the delivery person has bought him a large box containing a wingnut wing kit. Oh, nice one, mate. What'd you get? Tell us.
Can you grab ask which one he get? Did he get the... if it's a large box, could it be the Lancastria?
Yeah, we want to know.
Although it's
the
border models now,
details.
isn't it?
Wingnut wings are normally First World War, aren't they?
Yeah, did they not do a Lanc? That wasn't Wingnut, was it? Or was it?
No, you had HK and the border models, wasn't it?
Which is the one then that bought the... Was it Border Models that bought a load of Wingnut kits and took them over?
Yeah.
I thought, for some reason, I thought the Lancaster was Wingnut. I don't know. Or was it originally Wingnut and then taken over by Border?
I think it was something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
It's
big anyway.
So yeah, we've got to pack the baneblades away for another week.
Yes, I'll put all them in a bag. I'll let the glue set off for a bit, and then I'll stick them in a little bag.
Mine's just rested in the box, and it'll be sat there for a wee while.
Aye.
So we're going to love and leave you, folks. Massive appreciation for sticking with us.
Yes.
And yeah.
I think we'll just use this next week.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier, mate. It's better to be safe than sorry because, you know. Righty-o, folks, and we'll see you for the next one. Take care, everyone.
Don't forget, of course, eModels.co.uk, your one-stop shop for all your model making needs. Bye.
Bye.
Adios, amigos.